While SpaceX and Blue Origin are busy reaching space, there's one company quietly preparing to build inside it. A company that wants to manufacture satellites, materials, even medicines in orbit. This is the story of Redwire Space, the company turning outer space into the next industrial revolution. Founded in 2020, Redwire isn't your typical startup. It was created by combining several space engineering firms with decades of experience, including Made in Space, the company that 3D printed the first tool aboard the International Space Station. Based in Jacksonville, Florida, Redwire went public in 2021 under the ticker RDW. Their mission? Build the infrastructure that lets humans live, work, and produce beyond Earth. Redwire develops space manufacturing, robotics, solar arrays, and in-orbit servicing systems. Think of them as the industrial backbone for every future mission, from NASA's Artemis program to private space stations. Their biggest breakthrough is in-space 3D printing, building components where they'll actually be used instead of launching them from Earth. This drastically reduces cost and unlocks materials that can only form in microgravity. Redwire's current revenue comes from government contracts, NASA, ESA, U.S. Space Force, and commercial satellite manufacturing. They design solar panels, navigation systems, and deployable structures, but their future growth lies in space-based manufacturing services, producing high-value materials like optical fibers, semiconductors, and pharmaceuticals in zero gravity. On Earth, those materials can sell for millions per kilogram. Redwire believes the next trillion-dollar industry isn't on Earth. It's above it. The company is developing technologies for self-assembling solar arrays, orbital construction robots, and even microgravity biomanufacturing. They plan to create the supply chain for building spacecraft, habitats, and entire factories off-planet. Essentially, they want to become the General Electric of space. Right now, Redwire has very few direct competitors. SpaceX builds rockets, Blue Origin focuses on tourism. Redwire, on the other hand, owns the niche of space infrastructure plus manufacturing. Other small players like Redwire Space and Maxar are exploring similar areas. But Redwire has a multi-year head start through NASA partnerships and existing flight heritage. CEO Peter Canito, a former Marine Corps officer, has spent decades leading tech and defense companies. He's building Redwire as a picks and shovels business, supplying every mission instead of competing with launch providers, and investors are noticing. With backing from AE Industrial Partners, Redwire is one of the few public companies offering exposure to the industrialization of space. Most people still see space as a place to visit. Redwire sees it as a place to build. If they succeed, they won't just supply the next wave of exploration. They'll be the foundation of an entirely new economy. Would you invest in a company building factories in orbit? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories about the future of innovation.